Grab your libations. Know what I hear? I'll take 2 fingers of larceny. Your finest craft beer, barkeep.
Cheers, everyone, and welcome to the Unfiltered Gentleman. No matter how you take your hooch, we've got something ice cold and on tap. Now, serving it to you straight and unfiltered, here are Greg, Scott, and Dan.
Oh, yeah. Welcome in, everybody. Serving it all kinds of unfiltered.
Welcome on in.
Yeah, welcome to the show. I am Greg. Over there, that's Scott.
There you go.
And Dan.
The fuck are you talking about?
Cannot make it today.
Oh, man.
Boop, boopy doop. I think his car broke down or something.
No, not again.
And his feet got tired of pedaling.
Man,
Yeah, so-
call Uber.
That's right. He could have just called you.
I'm not drunk yet, but
That's true. Well, maybe halfway through the show, you go pick him up.
there you go.
That would be perfect. All right, now we know what to do. We'll pause for the cause and go get Dan.
Yes.
Boop boopy doop.
Yeah.
Yes. Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. And most importantly, thanks for telling a friend about the show.
Yes.
That's what we rely on. Friends telling their drunk friends to get drunk with our drunk friends.
There you go.
And we can be friends.
Yeah.
Big shout out. I've never even heard of this place before. I think it's Groton or Groton. Sounds
What?
like some planet. It's apparently in New York.
The planet Groton.
Yes. Big shout out to Groton, New York.
Wow.
Scrotum, New York.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
For listening. They were topping the charts by quite a bit
Wow.
this week. Yeah, I look at all the weekly stats, but the crazy thing, I was looking at the monthly stats. Madrid, Spain is topping
Really?
the monthly stats.
Wow.
It's fucking insane. We're international superstars.
Yes, we are.
So anyway, shout out to the New York peeps and the Madrid's peeps. And
yeah. Hola to you guys over
yeah.
there.
Utah's making a comeback.
Okay.
But they didn't quite I think it was like third place.
So we haven't pissed them off where they're never going to listen again.
Not yet. In fact, I
Not
feel
yet.
like when we talk shit about the Utahians,
Uh-huh.
all of a sudden like the listenership spikes.
Oh.
Maybe it's like book burning, like yes,
Ah.
you're burning a book, but you had to buy the book to burn it. So
There you go.
author's still getting sales. So like we talk a little shit about the Mormons or something, and then they start telling all their Mormon friends.
okay.
So like, hey, listen to those assholes.
Yeah. Listen to these guys. We hate them.
Yeah, I think
So,
that
yeah.
must be what's happening. So
Well, thanks for hating.
Yeah, hate on haters.
Yeah.
Keep drinking that haterade. We'll keep drinking our beers.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So anyways, thanks New York and Madrid and everyone else for listening to our little show here and drinking along with us and tweeting. Oh, I got a lot of angry tweets after last week's episode when we were talking about Amish Paradise,
Uh-oh.
but didn't actually play Amish
Oh,
Paradise.
yeah?
Yes. People were angry. Like, why didn't you play it?
Whoa.
You usually play songs you talk about. I mean, you're right with that. I do usually find them as we're talking about them. But, I was like, oh, everyone's heard it a million times. We don't need to dig this bad boy up. Well, if you didn't see, I tweeted and Facebooked and everything, Amish Paradise
Oh, okay.
over the weekend. So go to our social medias, The Unfiltered Gentleman, and you can watch him churning butter minute after minute, and then I'll have a nutter or something.
Okay.
Dan knows it better.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah. Anyways, all right. We're a little too sober. Let's fix that problem.
Yeah,
Grab your
absolutely.
libations, pals. It's time for beer of the week.
And if you're drinking, well, you know that you're my friend. And I'll say, I think I'll have myself a beer.
Oh, we're having ourselves a beer indeed.
Yes.
Scott made a little pilgrimage over
Yes.
to Institution Brewing.
Mm-hmm.
That's in a little old city called Camarillo, California.
Down there, Camarolo.
Yes, and this is your first growler,
This
right?
is my first.
Yeah.
I have popped my growler cherry.
Yeah, we're so proud of you
I am.
for getting your first growler.
Oh, you should see me walk out of that place just hugging
yeah?
it. Oh, man. Yeah, so proud.
Like, oh, I'll never let you go. Can I tell you? Oh, my God.
Uh-oh.
I broke a growler a couple weeks ago.
Oh, no.
Yes, it was in the trunk, and I opened the trunk, and like things had shifted.
Oh, my God.
In the overhead compartment
Oh.
during mid-flight, and as soon as I opened it, just
Oh, how
smashed.
sad.
It was.
Wow.
It was hard.
Wow.
And we were in an In-N-Out parking lot, and
Oh, no.
I had to go get the employee because there's glass everywhere. I was like, "Hey, man, can I borrow a broom?" Or he's like, "Oh, I got it." Very nice.
Oh, that's
Came out and cleaned up. But God,
Wow.
I was so mad at myself. That's like alcohol abuse or something.
Yeah, my eyes are getting wet just thinking
Yeah.
about it.
Luckily, it was empty.
Yeah.
It was empty.
Well, that's
No
good.
beer
Yeah.
was wasted.
No beer was wasted.
Anyways, sorry. Speaking of beer, Institution. So Scott made his pilgrimage over
Yes.
Institution, got his first growler fill, and he filled it with something tasty.
Yeah.
This is called Stranded, and it's a coconut stout. They have it on draft or nitro. This is the draft version, and it says we had toasted over 100 pounds of coconut for this beer. The result is a roasty, surprisingly light-bodied stout with a touch of coconut sweetness. And I have to agree, I always fear coconut stouts because sometimes it like tastes like you're drinking an almond bar or almond Joy Mound, whatever that bar is.
Yeah.
Not almond, obviously. This is not that. This is a nice chocolatey stout, very chocolatey, and it finishes with just a hint of coconut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a little test taste because that's kind of was my fear that it'd be like, somebody hit you in the head with a
Super
coconut or something.
Yeah.
A la Roddy Piper or something like that.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Somebody should make a coconut stout and call it like the Roddy
They
Piper.
should, huh?
That'd be great. Yeah,
Maybe you could do that someday.
Ooh,
Being a
maybe.
little home brewer that you
Yeah,
are.
yeah. I still got to finish brewing Cashmere outside.
Yeah.
That's my single hop Cashmere. It's ready to be bottled. I just need to bottle it. Yeah, this is toasty and chocolatey. It's got a great mouthfeel. It's kind of creamy, but not like nitro creamy. And then, like we said, a little bit of coconut on the end.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 6.1%. If you guys are looking for this bad boy, head over to Institution, like we said, in Camarillo, California. I think the only brewery in Camarillo thus far. I hear there's a couple in the works.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, so
okay.
that'll be
Yeah, it's
exciting.
Easy to find. You can see it right off the freeway. So
Yeah, exactly. And if you need to do a little drinking and driving, just get right off, have a couple
Oh,
beers,
yeah.
get right back on
Get
the
right
road.
back on.
That's how to do it.
And then weave your way home.
Uh-huh. And if you need a decoy driver, you could Uber with Scott.
Give me a call.
Mm-hmm.
They've been chasing me for years.
Yeah, they haven't found you yet.
And you're home safe, or as safe as you're going to get.
Yeah. All right, we got a bunch of stuff to do on the show today. Of course, we've got some sports news. We have some crotch talk, old timer of the week, beer babe. We're going to finally, I've been threatening, we are finally going to play Will Scott Poured Out.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I know the answer, but we
Yeah,
need
you
to
never know.
for sure. We
You
need to
never
know
know.
for
It's
sure.
like, you turn on the Dodger game and you feel like they're going to win. And
Then all of a sudden it's the playoffs and Kershaw's pitching.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we know what happens there.
When's the last time they won anyway? Anyway, we're not going to talk about that.
Well, as of this recording, 9 games ago was the last time they won.
And they're losing today.
Yeah, so,
or what was it? Yesterday they lost again.
Yeah.
So they haven't played yet today.
Yeah. So I'm sure by the end of today, though, it'll be 10 games ago.
Probably.
It is fucking embarrassing. Anyways, we got a listener email
Oh, nice.
to the show, and I figured this would go very well with Scott's Will He Poured Out.
Oh, okay.
So this is subject, I'm so basic. And Scott's an old guy, so he probably doesn't really know what basic is. A basic bitch is like a chick who wears Uggs and yoga pants even in the summer and is always rocking her Starbucks. It's just kind of like
okay.
that. She's a basic bitch.
Oh, okay.
So that's what he's referring to. He says, I'm so basic. And in the beer world, we say that people that like the pumpkin beers are basic.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
I have learned something here today.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm sure I
I'm-
butchered the explanation of basic because I'm really white.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Because,
Just go with it.
yeah.
Mm-hmm. Hey, guys. I know this is going to be as basic as Starbucks and Uggs, but I love pumpkin beer. There's got to be at least one pumpkin beer that you guys enjoy. So what pumpkin beer are you looking forward to? Later, Philly pumpkin lover. Okay. So, is there one pumpkin beer that you look forward to every year?
I had, as far as I know, I've only had one or two. So I don't look forward to those two. And there's nothing new on the market that jumps out at me and says, hey, I got to try that.
Right.
So no.
Okay, let me get my list out over here.
Oh, wow. Here we go. There it is.
Hear that?
Yes.
All that paperwork?
Look at that list.
All right, here is the list of pumpkin beers I enjoy.
Whether it's the Baltimore Chop or the 1-2 Punch, it's time for sports.
No, it did not play the runs. That's all the pumpkin beers I enjoy. All right, in sports news, Antonio Cromartie. Is he just the ultimate
Oh, my
man
God.
specimen?
Super dick, I guess.
Oh, my God.
Wow.
Had his third child since having his vasectomy, number 14 overall.
Wow.
This guy's just trying to make his own football team.
Apparently.
And wasn't two of the kids after the vasectomy? Didn't he have twins and then have this child or something?
Possibly.
I feel like
don't-
the last kid or two, obviously two, was twins. I could be wrong on that, but this dude is not shooting blanks. In fact, he's got like a man can.
Even after a vasectomy. I mean,
Yeah.
you think after the first one or two was born, you may want to go head back to the doctor and say, hey, don't think something's right here.
Yeah, I think you didn't snip enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fool me once, shame on you.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
But
Fool me
just,
twice.
Keeps making kids.
Yeah,
So,
good
wow.
Lord. If anybody is having troubles in that department and needs a donor,
There you go.
like I feel like that could cross the country, not even refrigerated, and
probably
still
not.
be as active as fuck.
Oh, yeah. Just put it in a sandwich bag and just ship it over there. It'd probably still work.
Probably eat your sandwich on the way.
You probably eat the sandwich and get pregnant.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, just spread a lot of that
Mm-hmm.
on there. And
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is a man among
He's,
men.
wow.
Mm-hmm. We should salute him somehow. Cheers to Antonio.
No kidding.
Yeah, thank God he's got the money to afford all these baby mamas.
If I were only half the man that he is.
Yeah. Speaking of baby mamas, Carmelo
Oops.
Anthony, that is no longer on the Knicks website.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
What are they saying?
Well, the rumors are that he's going to go to Houston in a trade. And if you're Houston, I'd be like, fuck no.
No kidding.
We finally have a good team. We're almost championship contenders. Plus, they already have one ball hog that doesn't play defense.
That's true.
Are they going to need another one?
Yeah.
What are they going to do? Compete to see who can play less defense?
Yeah, and they got Chris Paul and who's he going to pass to? Because he's never going to get the ball.
That team doesn't need a point guard, by the way. There's
no.
no passing necessary.
Yeah, that's all that team needs is Carmelo.
Mm-hmm. One more greedy hand to not block a shot. Anyways, but on a nice note, they said he's reaching out to his Knicks teammates and like, hey, can't wait for the season and doing like his team leader thing that you should do right before training camp. So, but who knows? We'll see what happens.
Maybe he hasn't checked the website yet.
Yeah. Maybe he's like you. He's not real big on technology.
Yeah, it could be.
Yeah. But maybe you should go check out his stat there.
Yeah.
It's kind of like WWE when like Hulk Hogan made the racist remark. He was just immediately removed all references from their website. It was like, oh, I guess he's been fired.
Oops, Hulk who?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You would think one of his teammates would be, I guess maybe they don't like him because you think one would say, hey, dude, you should check out the website because
like heads up.
Thanks for giving me a call and saying you're looking forward to playing with me the next year and all that, but you want to check out the website or something.
Yeah, he might want.
But they probably don't care because he's an asshat.
He must not have Google alerts set up for himself.
Probably not.
You can do that, and then every time like something happens with your name or whatever you've Google alerted, it'll like email you like, "Hey, this is going on."
Oh,
and he apparently does not have them set up for himself.
Well, what do I need it for?
Well, your inbox would just fill up immediately. Yeah. Football season is finally upon us.
Thank God.
Oh, thank God. Did you watch that season opener?
I did not.
Oh, the Chefs killing the Patriots.
I heard about it.
Oh, that is so good. They deflated Tommy's balls.
They sure did.
And what it turned out to, because I was watching like the first quarter and then went out for some beers with some fellas, and I was like, well, of course, fucking Tommy's going to do it again. Who expected anything different? And then somewhere in the fourth quarter, we end up at another brewery that had in fact, it was Leashless that we had John on the show.
Okay.
We ended up at his brewery, and I'm looking up at the TV. It's fourth quarter, and all of a sudden the Chefs are winning. I was like, what the fuck? So it was very surprising.
Yeah.
And it's nice to have football back, but
It sure is.
not so nice for a handful of players who are already being carted off the field. Danny Woodhead once again done possibly for the season. We shall see. He hurt his hammy and was carted off on Sunday.
Yeah, man.
He is just made of glass.
Yeah, no kidding. Isn't this like a yearly thing that happens?
Last year he missed
First
like
game?
half a season or something, and yeah, it's not looking good for him. Maybe time to hang it up.
Maybe.
Baseball news. Everyone's talking about the Red Sox.
Who isn't?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stealing the Yankees signs using electronic methods, which I guess is the illegal part. If you're on second, you can tell your hitter like what the catcher's saying.
Oh,
if
yeah.
You're watching, but you can't use a camera and an Apple Watch apparently. Honestly, I'm impressed that they were able to pull this off.
I am too.
So they were able to stare at a camera with a long lens, read the pitch that the catcher was calling, send it to one of the managers who had an Apple Watch on, read the message, and relay it to the batter all before the pitch was thrown.
Wow.
And I was watching the Dodger game a night or two after that was discovered, and the commentator was saying how hard it is. He goes, watch. And so every time the catcher would give the sign, he'd go 1, 2, and he goes, and the average was like 3.5 seconds between sign and ball being released. Not even the windup, like the release of the ball. And it was insane how quick that must have been. One of the other commentators was saying there's a good chance it wasn't like, hey, this is going to be a slider. It was more either this is a fastball or an off-speed pitch, which would make more sense. And he said what he could have done is literally just been in the dugout. he gets the text that says, fastball, and the sign for fastball is hey, choke up on that bat. And so he hears the hey, choke up on the bat, and then the sign for an off-speed pitch could be like, all right, get your head in the game, something like that. And so it doesn't seem so obvious, and it could be just very simple, like fastball, not fastball. It's like, all right, that makes a little more sense.
Yeah.
I'm still impressed, though.
I, too, am impressed.
Yeah.
And that explains why baseball takes so long to play.
Yeah, because
People are sending each other messages
Right.
in their little Apple Watches, and
it's
the batter's
insane.
got to step out and wait for, to get his sign and all that.
Right. Also, is this just par for the course now for Boston sports?
I would say so.
Yeah. Do we just have to spy on every team?
Yeah. It just, if you're from Boston, just plan on cheating. The Patriots do it.
Right.
Red Sox do it. Celtics do it.
Yeah. The Jets are calling the Red Sox or the Yankees right now, like, hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah, no kidding.
We know what it's like.
Yeah, we feel your pain.
Yeah, at least they weren't at your practice.
Yeah. I mean, they cheat so much in Boston. They even had some guys carry around a bomb during one of their marathons, hoping that the guy from Kenya wouldn't win again.
Oh, no.
How did that work out for him?
Not well.
Not good at all.
Not well. Too soon.
Yeah.
And speaking of baseball, what the hell happened to the Dodgers?
Oh, my God. Here we go.
Yeah. Should we even get into it? I mean, what the fuck's going on? Somebody tried to console me a few losses ago and say, hey, don't worry. They are working out their kinks / ironing out some newer players and getting them into the mix before the playoffs starts. I'm like, okay, yes, but there is something to be said for momentum.
Yeah.
Which we have negative.
See, that's what I kept saying over and over again. I say, well, just look at the lineup. I mean, their lineup is,
Hey,
so
how about we
weird
not put Seager and Bellinger in for a while?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Exactly.
Hey, the only two people on the team that can hit the ball? Have a seat, buddy. Have a seat.
Yeah, and they call the kids up from the minor leagues. I'm saying they're just, they have a 20-game lead, so they're going to rest some guys. They're going to let guys that are, maybe they're hurt a little bit, let them rest up a little bit. And I kept saying that up to, I think it was the other night. I think it was Game 2 against the Rockies where they just got slammed.
Embarrassing.
And I just said, I can't keep saying that. You got to win every now and then.
Yeah.
Even if you are just coasting and resting guys, you got to win every now and then.
How about, every couple of games you throw in a legit lineup
Yeah.
and try and beat the other team.
Yeah,
You're going to forget what it's like and hit the playoffs and be fucked.
Well, yeah,
and I think their lead over Arizona right now is only like 10 games.
9 or 10 now.
Yeah.
I mean, dropped 10 games in a week.
Yeah. I mean, it's comfortable enough to where they're not going to miss the playoffs, I would say. I mean, they could, technically. They could literally lose every game for the rest of the month and miss the playoffs.
Yeah, they could.
But I don't think they will. But it's like, why do you want to do this?
I know.
Come on.
There's a huge diehard Dodger fan where I work, and I walked in work the other morning just to get him upset. And I said, and here they are, the 2017 world champion Arizona Diamondbacks, who at one point were 20 games back, and now they're the world champions. It's a Cinderella story. And he was pouting the rest of the day.
Yeah, at this point, the fucking Giants are going to wild card into the playoffs if the Dodgers don't.
It's sad.
It's bad.
But yeah, you know what? The team, even if they make the playoffs, my feeling is the Nationals are just I don't think they're going to lose. I mean,
they look good.
They're not making big headlines. They're just winning games. They clinched today.
They're like the Spurs of the MLB.
Exactly. And they've been doing all this without Bryce Harper.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they're totally the Spurs of MLB. They're just coasting in, winning games, and getting work done.
Yeah.
And then there's the Dodgers who are these fucking divas out here. Goddamn.
Anyway,
awful. Yeah. The marketing geniuses that work for the Minnesota Twins, they have Bartolo Colon on the team now.
Right.
And his nickname is, of course, Big Sexy.
Mm-hmm.
Kevin Nash not happy about that. The marketing geniuses that work there in Minnesota are going to have a night for Bartolo on September 15th. And it's going to have a T-shirt giveaway, too. It's going to be called Big Sexy Night.
Wow.
Big Sexy Night. They're
Nice.
giving away T-shirts that just say Big Sexy on them.
There you go.
Yes. That is awesome.
That's worth the drive.
Yeah, I'd say so. There should be people just fucking in the seats. Right? I mean, what the
Why
hell are
not?
you thinking? What a horrible night. I mean,
Oh, my
are you
God.
expecting families to show up? Like,
No
oh, yeah,
kidding.
I'm going to take my 4-year-old
Yes.
to Big Sexy Night.
Yeah, let's get the kid a free T-shirt here
Yeah.
that says Big Sexy on it.
Can you imagine, like, next day at school, it's like show and tell or whatever. Like, oh, what'd you do last night, Johnny? Well, my dad took me to Big Sexy Night. Look at this T-shirt.
How you like my shirt?
Yeah. So why was Johnny expelled? Well, he's wearing a T-shirt that says Big Sexy on it. Oh, yeah, idiots. And finally, in sports news, the new lineup for Dancing with the Stars has been released.
Great.
And it includes such heroes as Terrell Owens, Nikki Bella, and the wonderful driving, Derek Fisher.
Oh.
Yeah. This would be
Hope he's a
good.
better dancer than he is a driver.
Yeah. I hear his buddy Matt will be in the audience.
Ooh.
Cheering him on.
I'm sure.
Yes, exactly.
Probably Fish will be driving his car there anyway. so
Probably.
he might as
Well, if it's been fixed yet.
that's
It
true.
might still be in the shop.
You'd probably, hey, Matt, can you please hurry up fixing your car?
Yeah, I need to roll it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, old-timey word of the week. Gadabout. Gadabout. A person who moves or travels restlessly or aimlessly from one social activity or place to another seeking pleasure.
Woohoo, nice.
Kind of like a party animal.
Sounds like.
Mm-hmm. Let me see here. This gadabout went from party to party looking for the bubs.
There you go.
He wouldn't stop till he was satisfied. Seeking pleasure.
Place from one place to another, seeking pleasure. There's
Yeah.
no better pleasure than checking out the bubs.
That seems like a great mission to be on. All right. Speaking of which,
No one could blame you for bed swerving. It's time for Beer Babe of the Week.
no, they cannot. Our beer babe of the week, her name is Laura Sue. You can find her, I'm showing Scott here, you can find her on the Instagrams.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, at Hopped Up Crafts. So hopped like beer, up crafts.
She looks like she's holding one of your beers.
It does look kind of like one of my beers. Yeah, orange cap and everything.
Yeah.
She is drinking, if you read the description, she is drinking a homebrew, which...
Maybe one of your drunken parties, she showed up.
Oh, my
you forgot.
God. That would be awful if I forgot that.
I don't think you'd forget.
No. I had a girl one time try to, like, jokingly convince me that we'd had sex.
Oh, yeah?
And she's like, well, maybe you were just so drunk you forgot it. I was like, I don't think you realize how hot you are. Like, if I forgot it, I would probably go hang myself. Mm-hmm. Anyways, this took a turn. But Laura Sue, follow her on Instagram
Laura
at
Sue.
Hopped Up Crafts. And, of course, we will be posting pictures of her on Wednesday, as we always do for Woman Crush Wednesday. Or the new one is like Women Craft Wednesday for, beer and all that stuff. So make sure you go follow her. All right, we got some booze news to do, and we have the brand new Will Scott Pour It Out.
I'm excited.
So I haven't made like full intro yet, but this is some pretty game showy music.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Very clever of you to take off the label because I can't warm my taste buds.
Right. Yeah,
Just
because if you
total
could read it,
surprise.
you could kind of like, all right.
Yeah, just a
Psych
plain brown
yourself.
bottle here, guys.
Yeah,
so.
plain brown bottle. Labels have been removed, and I didn't even put it in a glass because I wanted you to not be able to just sit there and smell it.
Oh, okay.
So I thought this
All
way,
right.
this is strictly up to your tongue on whether or not you would pour it out.
All right.
And then once you have a taste, we'll tell everybody what it is.
Yeah, and I can wash it down with my Stranded over here.
Yes, exactly.
I wouldn't
So they're
mind being
good.
stranded with this. Anyway.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Give it a shot.
You ready? Here we go.
Yes. He's drinking. Well, he's looking at nothing. Drinking. He's swirling in the mouth. He looks not overly pleased. He's coming back for more.
One more taste here.
Yeah, one more taste.
I think I'm beginning to sense a seasonal beer here.
Yes. It might be a little seasonal. Another taste. He doesn't look overly satisfied with this beer.
Am I tasting pumpkin?
Yes.
It's a pumpkin beer.
It's a pumpkin beer. It's very basic.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
However,
Uh-oh.
I will not pour it out.
Will not pour it out.
I will finish this pumpkin beer.
Wow.
Yes.
Do you enjoy this beer? Like, would you ever
I would
pay
not buy it.
dollars?
I would not go pay for it.
All right. I mean, I think we all know that if somebody handed you anything that
Pretty
included
much.
alcohol.
Here, have my piss from drinking
Right.
beer. I'll take
Yeah,
it.
have some of this mouthwash. It has
Yeah.
alcohol. You're like,
Oh,
all right, fine.
yeah.
Anyway, so you are drinking Blue Moon's Harvest Pumpkin Ale.
Oh, okay.
Yes. But you would not pay money for it.
I would not
Okay.
go to the store and buy it. Even if they delivered it to my door and said, here's a beer for 25 cents, I would say, no, thank you. But I will drink it. I'll
Okay.
finish this beer here.
Okay, there you have it, folks.
Yes.
It has a surprisingly high on Untapped 3.31 rating.
Wow.
On Beer Advocate, a 72 and 74 from the Bros. It's the first time the Bros have agreed with everybody else.
Wow.
I think that's high even. And on ratebeer.com, it has 16 That's more what I think it deserves. Is the 16.
I just took another drink. I didn't even have to.
Oh man.
Yeah.
You're not being forced.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna finish it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's a trooper.
I know what my wife feels like now.
You know what?
What my wife feels like now. I said that kind of bad.
Oh yeah.
I'll go ahead and let you finish and get it over with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I thought you were calling her basic or something.
Oh no.
Oh,
no.
okay. Well, there you have it. Will Scott poured out.
So it also brings up the question when
Yeah.
we're talking about would you go by? Am I more of an alcoholic or just cheap?
Oh, I think those normally go hand in hand
Probably, yeah.
because I mean, alcoholics that aren't cheap are usually drinking really good shit.
Yeah.
You know? And you get to hide behind that a little bit.
Yeah,
You know,
that's right.
Like, oh, I'm drinking this 25-year-old scotch. Oh, that's pretty
yeah, well,
fucking
yeah.
classy.
Yeah,
You got like a nice glass with like the square ice cube in it and
Mm.
stuff. Like, you can hide behind that level of like snobbery a little bit.
There you go.
That's why I keep really expensive beers in my fridge. Just like, oh, you an alcoholic? Like, no. Who would pay $27 for a bottle of beer? That's insanity. Look, I have multiple bottles of that. Yeah. So
yeah, okay.
yeah, I hide behind that.
Yeah.
There you go. Let us know if you like Will Scott poured out, and I'll try and find crappier beers for
Yeah,
him to
give
drink.
us some suggestions too.
Yeah, please
Send us some.
send us some crappy
Yeah.
beer, or maybe you made a homebrew that was not so good.
Yeah, maybe the dog took a shit in it or something.
Ooh. Well, if there's alcohol, you might still drink it.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to a little booze news.
Extra, extra, drink all about it. It's time for booze news.
Oh, it is indeed. Bad news. I mean, I think it's a well-known fact that we here on the Unfiltered Gentleman enjoy IPAs
Absolutely.
a lot, and way more than pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
But according to Vice, they have an article that says IPAs are giving you man boobs. More than just beer bellies. Not many people know this, but those hops in your favorite IPA are actually wonderful medicine for insomnia and menopause. Yeah, I know anytime I'm awake, I just drink enough till I pass out.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it makes
Helps.
sense. Thanks to their high phytoestrogen content. These same phytoestrogens, however, might be less desirable for men, as indicated by the common condition known among brewers as brewer's droop.
Ooh.
Yes, you read that right. Hops are giving men man boobs. In the book Sacred and Herbal Healing Beers, herbalist Stephen Boner describes 3 standard uses of hops in herbal medicine: as a sleep inducer, as a diuretic that successfully promotes urine flow, yes it does, and finally as a natural source of phytoestrogen to treat menopause and endometriosis. The herbalist, Susan Weed, she's an herbalist, her name's Weed, also refers to hops as a nutritive painkiller, yep, a sleep-inducing herb, yep, and an effective supplement to boost milk production in lactating women.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
nice.
That benefits females, but an imbalance of estrogens in men can negatively affect their performance in the bedroom.
Uh-oh.
Further caution that both brewers and bartenders in England know this all too well. From long-term exposure to the estrogen properties of hops, they eventually have difficulty sustaining erection. I don't suffer from insomnia, and I'm not lactating, so I personally don't drink beer made with hops. I make my own with wild weeds. Some might call the very concept of hopless beer heretical.
Wow.
But trust me, I say that medicinal... God, reading's not easy today.
Oh, man.
Sorry for everyone listening. Medicinal beers are where it's at. Plus, if brewed properly, they can naturally cure you of what ails you. I won't go on to read the rest, but long story short, ladies who are, going through their womanly changes at an older age can drink it, and the hops are good for you. Dudes, look out for man titties.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I have one thing to say about that. I'm going to go get me a man's ear.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go get you a bro.
You betcha.
Mm-hmm. Kona, we talked about this a few months back, is being sued by a couple guys because they are misleading people into thinking that it's actually brewed in Hawaii, and they say that people pay more because of that thought that it's brewed in Hawaii. Though if you read the box, it clearly states where it's brewed. It's like Washington, Tennessee. They have like 4 locations, and one of the places is in Hawaii, but most of it does not come from Hawaii. But the lawsuit is not over. The judge has allowed it. At first, they were throwing it out.
Yeah.
But the judge is allowing it to happen. Excuse me. Calling Hawaii a state as well as a state of mind, a federal judge refused to dismiss a lawsuit accusing the maker of Kona Craft Beer of misleading consumers into believing the beer was actually made in the 50th U.S. state, causing them to overpay. In a decision issued late last Friday, U.S. District Judge Beth Labson Freeman in San Jose, California, said the plaintiff could pursue claims for damages over Craft Brew Alliance's packaging for 6 and 12 packs of Kona. She said that while the defendant's use of the phrase liquid aloha and images such as hula dancers, surfers, and volcanoes were acceptable, other images could prove problematic. She said that despite a disclaimer on the packaging saying the beer was brewed in New Hampshire, Oregon, Tennessee, and Washington State, as well as Hawaii, the Hawaiian address, the map of Hawaii identified Kona's brewery on the Big Island, and the statement, "Visit our brewery and pubs whenever you are in Hawaii," are specific and measurable representations of fact and could deceive a reasonable consumer. She also said the disclaimer left a reasonable consumer with no way to tell where such Kona beers as Big Wave Golden Ale, Castaway IPA, and Wailu Wheat were brewed. It kind of says where they're brewed.
Yes, it does. That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
This is so dumb.
So so we're gonna believe every picture on the beer bottles, all the labels. We're gonna believe exactly. So if I go by me an arrogant bastard, if I'm not mistaken, there's a picture of a devil on it.
Right.
I'm gonna turn into a devil if I drink
It's the
this.
devil's juice.
The devil made this, so
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink this.
He went down to Georgia, made that beer.
How stupid can people
This
be?
is so dumb.
Is it like some idiot's gonna believe that if he really drinks Red Bull, he's gonna get wings? Oh wait,
Oh,
oops.
there might have been a lawsuit.
I think I got a free Red Bull out of that.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I was duped.
Hey, maybe we can get free beer out of this one.
Oh shit, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I thought it was gonna like send us to Hawaii if we drank the beer.
What idiots!
I thought it would teach me to surf by drinking the beer.
And you know who's more of an idiot than this person that's suing? The judge that is
Yeah.
allowing it to go through.
Talk about frivolous lawsuits.
Was he just bored? He needs a job or something?
I think it's a female judge.
Oh, no wonder.
Yeah,
Probably menopausal or something.
Oh geez. Well, maybe she needs some hops.
Get her some hops right away.
Get her some of that Big Wave Ale or whatever it's called.
Wow.
This is just insane and is what's wrong with the world today.
No kidding.
It's
yeah,
like, come on.
Just,
It's packaging. It's a pic. You know, it's not even like a real picture. It's artwork.
yes. I mean, people are wasting our money to do this kind of crap in the courts and everything, and it's just
Right.
oh, please.
And you think it's expensive now? How much more is going to be when they have to pay for your dumbass lawsuit?
Yes.
They're going to raise
Yes.
prices. Oh my God! Look, I'm not all. Craft Beer Alliance is partly owned by Budweiser, and so I'm. Me and my thoughts on big beer, but this is just dumb as shit.
But I just see wasting time and money with stupid shit like this in courts and stuff.
Yeah, this is so dumb. It should not even be entertained.
And if you have an education, high enough of an education that you're a judge, you should see this right away and say, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, this is garbage.
Yeah, and you should say that exactly in court is get the fuck out of here.
Right. And bring me a beer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring me a Kona.
Yeah. The good thing, like, if you're the judge, I would totally be like, well, you know what? I'm going to need to do some research.
Yeah.
You should bring me a couple of these 12 packs in question.
That's right.
So I can thoroughly do research.
Yeah.
Go over the artwork, the flavoring, everything.
Yes. I'm going to drink these and just see exactly what, and then I'm going to send like a text or an email or something to the court. Hey, guys, I'm in Hawaii.
Yeah. Aloha, bitches.
Yeah, that's right. We'll cover this case when I get back. If I come back.
Yeah. This is so dumb.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
We're fucked as a society.
No kidding.
In good beer news.
Oh, good. As I'm drinking my pumpkin beer.
Adidas is doing the Lord's work, and they have made drinking shoes. So you can literally say to somebody like, strap on your drinking shoes. We're going out.
Strap it on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made these for Oktoberfest,
Uh-huh.
and they are beer-proof shoes. They call them the Munchen, and they have this special coating on them that makes them, essentially waterproof, but beer-proof.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was thinking wow, I put these shoes on, I won't stagger when I'm drunk.
No, not that good.
Stagger-proof shoes.
Yeah. They're just made of cement, so you don't try and walk around.
Well, at least you won't ruin your shoes, like if you.
That's So
that's cool.
Yeah, they're beer-proof shoes.
Wow.
Yeah, so
Nice.
strap on your drinking shoes.
There you go. Strap them on.
I'm gonna see if they make them in my size.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. They probably don't. Nobody does.
Yeah.
I can only wear shoe boxes.
You
not
might have to
actual
buy two
shoes.
pairs and just put two on each foot.
Yeah, like glue them together or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And finally, with the whole hurricane thing going on in Florida right now, the breweries down there are doing a good thing. They have really good water at breweries. Obviously, they need
Right.
good water to brew with and all that stuff. They are bottling, well, not bottling, but they're putting in growlers water and giving it out to people. And
that's nice.
Yeah, and if you go to anybody listening in Florida, hopefully you have like internet or something.
Yeah.
If you go to southflorida.com, they have a list of the local breweries that are giving out water. So
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so if you-
although if I went to a brewery, I'd say, "Fuck the water, give me the beer."
yeah,
But,
like, oh, I hear you're
mean,
giving
hey,
out
you know.
water. Oh yeah, you want some?
No, that's not what I'm here for. Yeah.
But hey, you're doing a nice thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But I'm here for the beer.
Yes.
They should be giving out
But
free
I
beer.
guess there's people that need water too. I don't know.
What for?
I don't know.
To brew more beer with?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
That's
think that's the
the
only
only
thing
thing I can
use.
think of.
Yeah. What else would you use
Can-
water for?
Can I just share a quick story that I heard
Please.
from another podcast?
Not as good as ours.
Well, of course not. But it was. This goes back to Harvey, that one that just beat up Texas. And another podcast I listened to, the host's best friend, who lives in Rockport, Texas, and so he interviewed him during the show. And towards the end of the interview, he was talking about all the bullshit that had to go, that he went through, and he rode the storm out and risked his life and all this kind of stuff. After the storm was over, his house is one of the few houses standing.
Oh.
So he's like, I feel bad. So I went, he goes, I loaded my truck up with supplies and water. I went driving around town, seeing if I could help out, with anybody. And then before the storm, he had a bunch of people that hired him to put, plywood up on their houses. 'Cause
Sure.
they were rentals. So these people started coming around. They're bringing him stuff for, taking care of their house.
Oh yeah.
So they're bringing him, like he said, they brought me, some gas cans to keep my generator going because the power was out. They brought me, like tons of water, and I was distributing the water. They brought me this. He goes, this one guy, he came out carrying a case of Bud Light. He goes, dude, I don't need that. I don't drink that shit. I drink the good stuff. Get that out of here.
Was this podcast? Was the podcaster one Stone Cold Steve Austin?
It is.
It sounds like a.
This is our Ted Fowler 361.
I knew it had to be. I was like, friend in Texas.
Yeah.
This must be Stone Cold.
It was a funny. I mean,
That's
he
funny.
took a serious situation.
Yes.
And
he only drinks that Broken Skull IPA.
exactly. And the guy came with the Bud Light. He goes, dude, take that back with you. I don't drink that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were just in a storm while you're trying to make things
That's
worse.
right. That's right.
Quit making things worse.
No kidding.
Mm-hmm. All right, I think that's it for today.
I am good.
I do want to mention
Finish my
that.
pumpkin beer while
Yeah.
you talk.
Oh God.
Thank you, Scott. You're the hero that we waited for, Scott. We won't ever forget, Scott.
I wanted to mention that we are once again this year going up against the Booze League. In
Oh,
a
man.
rousing season of fantasy
Yes.
football. And now that the Booze League has their own podcast, I think we should start slinging some mud.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because first of all, fuck those guys.
First of all, fuck them. And second of all, we beat their ass last year. We'll do it again this year.
If I'm not mistaken, Mr.
Boop boopy doo.
won the entire league.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did. And they're over here talking trash like they're going to win.
The fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
Nuh-uh.
No.
We have the fantasy champ. They have the guru. We don't need the guru. We have Dan's beard.
That's right.
We have Dan's beard to win it all.
The beard.
That is a sexy beard.
It is.
It's powerful.
It is.
Almost as powerful as Cromartie's dick.
It's a fantasy football ass-kicking beard.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yeah, it'll make you look like
And
basic
it'll get you
bitches.
pregnant.
Oh, it absolutely
It will get you
yeah,
pregnant,
stay
yeah.
away from he has to put a condom on his dick and his beard.
Yes.
Every time.
Every time.
He can't go down on ladies
Nope.
without wrapping his beard up first.
They have multiple kids.
Yeah. Oh, in less time too. It's like 2 months pregnancy. Boom.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. Prepare to
The
get
fuck
your...
are you talking about?
we don't know.
Yeah.
We've been
We
drinking.
went way too long with that.
Prepare to get your ass kicked for a second year in a row.
That's right. In honor of Dan. That's right.
That's right.
You will get your ass kicked. Anyways, I should have written down something better because that was like the weakest trash. Our trash talking session was how nice Dan's beard was.
I'm sure they're going to just kick our ass with their trash talking.
Right.
And we're going to be
they're actually
going to
be talking trash, or we're just
talking
stroking
about
Dan's beard.
Yeah.
I mean, I do want to have sex with Dan's beard. But anyways, we're doing a show. That's right.
That's right.
People
Here.
are listening.
Oops.
I forgot about that part. Thank you guys for listening. If you're still there, if you are there, don't go listen to the Booze League podcast.
No.
Fuck those guys.
Yeah.
At least not during.
A bunch of losers
football
that can't
season.
play fantasy
Yeah.
football were shit.
No, they're bitches.
Yeah.
In fact, help us with our trash talking. Give us shit to say to them because fuck those guys.
Yeah,
Fuck
because
'em.
obviously we don't know what to say.
No, we've been drinking too much. You can find us at theunfilteredgentleman.com. That's probably the real problem. Theunfilteredgentleman.com/listen is how you can listen to the show. If for some odd reason you don't know, but if you don't know, I don't know how you'd get to this part. But that's where you can tell your friends to go. You can also find us on any podcast app. Of course, we're on the... I think I forgot to tell people football beer was the burp word of the day.
I think we told them.
Oh, okay. Football
If
beer.
not, football beer is the burp word of the day.
That's
And
why...
that weak attempt was me trying to say
that's why
it.
that happened.
Me throwing up was trying,
Right.
just trying to say it.
I'll get you a new mic before the
I
next show.
Is maybe it's the pumpkin beer. I don't know.
It probably was. Anyways, all social media, The Unfiltered Gentleman, except for Twitter, Unfiltered Gents. 805-538-BEER, 2337 is where you drunk dial us. Maybe you have a delicious pumpkin beer to tell us about. We want to know. And you can also email us, theunfilteredgentleman@gmail.com. I think that's everything.
There might be people that like pumpkin beer. Call us and talk shit.
Yeah, please. Tell us how wrong we are.
Yeah.
Never wrong. So anyways, I hope you guys are staying hydrated and hopefully not on pumpkin beer. And on that note, good night, everybody.